Hello everybody, this is Yoko's Anime Reactions, and I've got to make this one quick because, yeah, I still gotta record Ruby Ice Queendom and get that edited and uploaded. Here's hoping I don't have to edit it, because if I don't have to edit it, then I can just upload it right then and there, and then do that later. Okay, this is my review for Parallel World Pharmacy, episodes 9 and 10. Oh boy, things are picking up because, they're about to have the World's Fair, and, we find out from Pharma's older brother, the one who's the doctor, that something's going on, and when they check the samples that they had found, it's the Black Death. And we all know from history class how that went. It essentially wiped out a good chunk of Europe way back when. And the bad thing is, back then, they never figured out how to stop it. I'm sure we figured it out by now because some people are... The Black Death is still around. It's very rare that it pops up, but as far as I know, people have survived the Black Death in modern times. So we have some form of way to treat it. And... yeah, when Pharma realizes this, he essentially tells his father, yeah, we've got to go alert the Queen. We've got to have her essentially keep the ships away from the docks. Because if those ports, if that cargo gets in the ports, there's no telling what will happen. Especially if it's infected. So, they have to take precautions. They have to set up quarantines. They have to get themselves set up to know when the symptoms pop up. Especially, dang it. Whatever her name was, I can't remember. Because Pharma's the only one who could really tell whether something's the Black Death or not. And they get the royal capital set up just in case it gets there. And obviously the people in the ships are not happy about being kept in the water and not able to dock and load their cargo. However, once they find out what the heck's going on, they're a little more cooperative. They're still not happy, but they understand that they're doing their job. And so far from what they've found, they have not found anything. So thankfully none of the ships they check have it. And we actually find out that the first regular from the pharmacy is actually the Commodore, who helps them out later. And when he explains the situation, you know, they obviously are going to keep an eye on things. However, apparently a ship managed to get away from the area. It didn't want to dock, or wait to dock, so it left and found a different port to dock at, nearby, close by. And, they realized that it stopped at a village near there, and it's not good. So Pharma heads in that direction, while the others work on, you know, they keep on surveying the ships that come in because they have to. They have to keep an eye on things because if they don't, the Black Death could spread, and nobody wants that. And we all know how that spread. It spread through fleas carried by infected rats. And we see that creepy guy again in that village, I might add, and thankfully it didn't show us that he stomped on and killed a rat. But yeah, Pharma gets to the village. Everybody there is panicking because everybody there is dying and sick. And so we now know that the cargo had gotten there. As for where it is now, we have no idea. However, Pharma can't focus on that right now. He has to... I'm assuming he sends a message somewhat to the capital or something before starting to treat the people after managing to calm them down, because they're freaking out. Like I said, they're panicking, thinking that he's there to keep them all sick. But thankfully, no, he manages to convince them that no, he's there to help them. And he starts working on isolating the people, figuring out who's sick, who's not, who's got the Black Death, who doesn't, and quarantining the ones who do, and order of symptoms. The mildest symptoms, then the somewhat moderate symptoms, and then the critical symptoms. So, yeah, thankfully Pharma is there, or else they would all be in trouble. As for this entire show, I actually hope they have a season 2, because I really want to see what'll happen. Because there's so many things that they could have pop up in this show. However, I don't know what Pharma will do if he encounters some form of cancer. Because there's no real treatment for cancer besides chemotherapy and radiation, and even then, that's not a guarantee. And how he's going to even do that, I wouldn't know. There might be some people he might not be able to save in that scenario. Anyway, I'll get to work on a Ruby Ice Queendom, and I'll see you guys next time.